Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome just before the Summoners Fest goes live. We've got the Twitch drops, what they're going to be. Kabam Pinwheels kind of like said, Rich, you've got to check. Well, it didn't say it's me specifically, but he said, if you check out Twitch drops at the moment, you can find out what they are. And we're going to go and have a look at that. There's also going to be, over the last 24 hours, a Realm, what is it called? The Realm event adjustment, or correction, which some people have received. There's also another story that kind of like goes off from there, but also the AFKO units have been refunded to players. So we're going to have a look at all those things. So let's kind of like look at those topics. First of all, starting with this, if I can get it better into shot. There we go. AFKO unit refund. Look, to be honest, it was something right at the beginning. I was like, look, things are good ideas. But then sometimes when it's not, like, I don't know, chatted through with, like, I don't know, members of the community, the right members of the community, you can largely go, oh, this isn't really a good idea. And sometimes I think it just needs that little kind of like step back analytical approach and kind of going, let's run this past a few kind of people within the community, not CTP members, not members of Kabam, like Kabam going to literal players and going, hey, what do you think about this? No, it's not a particularly good idea. Yeah, maybe it's not very good. And then they change it. So the AFKO, if you don't know already, was like Kabam would like say you spent 100 units in the unit store, which now is gone. You can see it's completely gone. And you pick and choose a champion for 100 units that you might get a profile picture if the champion actually goes out and wins. And we went over like some of the different options and the stuff that went through like the first round, which I don't know if Kabam were meant to show, but did or whatever. And I think still then players were going like, oh, what's the point? You even had like some champions beating other champions and you were like, I have no idea what this is all about. And also the abilities. Some of the abilities of the champions had changed. So where you think to yourself, oh, if Thor was going to hit, I don't know, Red Skull and was like getting like some damage back from him. Well, he's not receiving it because they've changed Red Skull. So it was all a bit weird. It was all a bit kooky. It didn't exactly kind of like hit the mark. And there we are now with the situation of Kabam saying the AFKO tournament rages on and a winner will still wait to be crowned at Summoners Fest. So, yeah. But in the spirit of good sportsmanship and fairness, we decided to refund all unit purchases of AFKO, which were utilized to cheer the champions and prove your prediction prowess. More exclusive title and profile picks will still await those who choose wisely and pick the ultimate winners. So stay tuned for the Summoners Fest, of which Auto Fighting Athlete. So yeah, the unit investment. I still think players just didn't. Number one, didn't care for it. And number two, like, what's the point of it? But also like the unit cost, which is just. So you spend units on this one. It's whether it went well or went not well. So I don't know. I'm just obviously looking here, but it obviously didn't. Obviously people did, but I'm not sure it runs that deep for them to be interested in things like profile pictures stuff. It's a bit of fun, but I think even somebody said in the forums, like one of you guys, they were like, well, couldn't we have just done it with like gold or something like that? And it'd be like an inclusive type thing. That's more fun. Units are very hard to get for a lot of non-spending players, unless you invest your time in. So, and especially so close to something like Cyber Weekend, they're a bit kind of hesitant on that one. So let's talk about now part 2 of the video. There's been a bit of a Realm Tour kind of correction, sorry. There's been a correction in a few different places as well. Spider-Man's Amazing Realm Tour Realm Event correction. An exploit impact, and this is the exploit coverage, right? I'm going to go a little bit more into this one because it's weird Kabam addressed this later on. So I talked about this very early on when it was happening, as there is a potential exploit. I think I might have been one of the first, I don't know, to go, you do realize this is an exploit. So this was known like early into the event. I want to say within the first 24 hours, we knew about the ability to repeat farm the points. But it wasn't something that has been dealt with, or Kabam didn't say they were dealing with it. Kabam kind of gave the impression they could continue on with this and didn't address it. There were people that are annoyed with me for covering it. There were people annoyed because Kabam weren't covering it. There were people annoyed. But at the end of the day, the event finished, right? So you've got this point in time where Kabam have said an exploit impacted ideal gameplay conditions in the area of the contest. We apologize for the inconvenience, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, you've got the 10,000 Titan Crystal Shards, 24,000. It depends on where you finished. So maybe Kabam kind of elevated you and kind of looked at the people that repeat farmed and went, you chill to keep your stuff, and then kind of like continue on. How do I know this? Because a member of For Loki, remember For Loki, has actually got now the Bastion title as a result of this. It was a unique Bastion title that was given out, without going into too many details about it, but it was like, at least Kabam did the right thing to then compensate those that this exploit hit. But also they allowed people that maybe were free to play to get that opportunity to at least get decent amount of stuff and not punish them as a result. So I'll throw it over to you what you feel about that one and how you think about that one, because I know some people will be indifferent on their thought process, whether they like it or whether they don't. So this seems to be like a triple news Saturday like thing before the live stream kicks off. I am still trying to do the live stream, but I've got to sort out some stuff to do with like my dad, which I've already done a lot of stuff with that, but there's a few other things as well that I've got to do. So we're going to end with our final story of this kind of like, it's like an MCN Saturday, but there's going to be a lot of news and information to go over. So we'll cover that whenever it drops. So Saturday today, we have got ourselves the Summoners Fest, literally just moments away for that. I'm just going to try and see if I can prep and kind of get all my streaming setup done, which, yeah. Anyway, so I'll see you in the live stream, which will just be me kind of like watching. It's a watch along. I just got to watch along, okay? The drops. We do have a bit of an issue for a lot of players. You will have to watch for 12 hours. How you watch of those 12 hours, I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know if they're going to put it on a regular rotating thing. I also think that it might be a 6-hour watch along. So you could be with me for 6 hours. I might even break to go away for have some dinner whilst they're kind of doing some stuff. I pretty much think that's going to be the case. Otherwise, I'm with you for 6 hours. I'm not going to be talking all the time because my throat will be absolutely destroyed, but I will be kind of there to answer questions and talk about stuff. Maybe I'll play a little bit of MCOC at the same time, or I'll kind of relax and I'll actually write some stuff that I need to do. And maybe I'll pack, maybe I'll live stream pack in a suitcase. But anyway, first of all, Kabam. Details for the Kabam drops live stream is going to be like this. It's not what you think it is, right? Apart from it feeling like you've got to watch 12 hours or you've got to watch, because you have to watch 12 hours, it looks like it's a larger length of time. So Kabam are rerunning the live stream. It's giving, like, some people really freaked out about the fact they might have to watch for 12 hours. But what you can do is separate that over a length of time. I mean, you could just have like the live stream playing in the background as it's going on. Anyway, so Kabam have said here that Saturday 8th, which is today, to Saturday 15th, which is next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday the 15th. The live stream will more than likely be repeated. So let's see now what Kabam are giving out for free. You can see here the first part of what Kabam are giving out for free is this. They're giving out a 6-star relic rank up gem. That's nice, actually. That's not too bad. 7-star rank up gem 1 to 2, 7-star shards SRA. I don't think it's specific to the SRA. I can't remember what SRA is broken down to. Sigma something ass. Yeah, it's that. No. Exclusive title. Okay, cool. Some people like titles. Rebirth crystals. Now, this is the better one of the two. So this is better than reunion crystals. Or reunion crystals better than rebirth crystals. No, it's rebirth crystals are better than reunion crystals. So this is actually pretty good. So Kabam are giving 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 12 of those crystals. That's nice. Cool. You get some good stuff. I think one of the biggest things is getting a Titan crystal, which again is good. The full breakdown can be seen right here by Kabam. Go to a participating live channel, including Kabam. That's interesting as well, because if you watch my live stream, you'll still get the drops. I think in theory, I'm not 100%. And then it's like, yeah, watch 30 minutes, watch up to 12 hours, and that's when you get the free Titan. So that's nice. That's a nice little load of freebie stuff. I know people will complain about watching for 12 hours. I get it. What Kabam are trying to do is get you to watch 6 hours one day, 6 hours the next, but they're also like offering opportunities for you to catch up. A catch-up mechanic from Kabam. But yes, I do agree that 12 hours is a bit much to kind of watch at MCOC, but still up to you, yeah, if you're interested or not. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it. Those 3 stories, 3 very big and important stories off the back of the last 24 hours. And I will hopefully see you later on the live stream. Like I said, about an hour to go before that. But we'll see if I kind of get there in time. Thanks for watching. Check out some other content located on screen. I'll see you soon. Have a lovely day and goodbye for now.